and in trade and industry, because some of our agricultural produce end up in factories for manufacturing. Yeah. So I'll just call people to come and see this year's show, because there's a lot to learn. In fact, I'll encourage those farmers not to quit, because when you come to the show, you'll realize that there are some produce that can do very well in those dry areas. With some of them, you only need to receive rain once, and some of them you only need to use very little water, and you'll have the produce. And they also take a very short time. So they just need to come to the show, and they will learn, and they will know that that land is also useful. Yes, there's no land that is useless. Once you learn the technology, and then you are able to use it. Because when God created us and He put us in all those areas, He knew very well that that land is useful and it can be useful to us. So it's just a matter of getting to know what you need to do with the land, and you'll be able to survive. So I would encourage them to come to the show, and they will learn techniques of using whatever they have.
I think as the ministry has mandated, our work is to ensure that there's both we have exhibitors, as the chairman has highlighted, and that is quite a big number from what we've been having. The variation is very small, because we've been having 370, right now we have 350. It shows, even though we had COVID-19, that people are very, very eager to resume these kind of activities. And then the shortfall of 20 shows that even as we resume, we expect that the numbers will be higher in the next trade fair that we'll be holding. Ours is to encourage from the ministry farmers to come out in large numbers, critical stakeholders, anyone who has an interest in the agricultural sector, to come and learn also, and also to come and also exhibit. Because we are living in times where we have to really adapt to the new, to the changing patterns in the climate. It can only be done when we know what to adapt to or to adopt in terms of the technologies. If it's seeds, we have our various institutions, that is the state department, the state agencies, who have a specialized role in say seed production and also seed multiplication. And all these agencies have displayed here so that farmers can have an option of knowing what do we have, any early maturing seed varieties, be it for maize, be it for beans, or be it for other cereals in general, for vegetables, where you can access them, how you can plant them, and also so that we can also have a production cycle that is supported by having the right choice of seeds. So all this is available here for farmers to come and learn, and also for anyone who is interested in the agricultural sector. Also, the other thing, even as we exhibit, you'll notice that this time we're also having school children. We've been having a participation of the young farmer clubs, club members. And this time now we've also included the 4K clubs. And what we are saying is we are very keen on having a transitional kind of nurturing in terms of exposing our children to agriculture at a very early age. And you'll see our children are exhibiting, and also it creates a platform for them to also learn what other sectors are doing, especially the very advanced sectors, be it seed sector or any other sector that is exhibiting here today. So we want really to encourage parents, whether at home, if you have children also, make time, bring the children here, let them come and learn so that we can also have a knowledge, and we can also be able to pass it on. Also, lastly, the issue of climate change, which His Excellency the President has been very keen and vocal about, and such convenings as this show is what also gives us some of those technologies that the President has been talking about, where you can get them, especially from government and also from the private sector, so that we can also see how we can enhance our production and also how we can also be able to diversify. So I think our request also to the members of the Fourth Estate is to kindly disseminate this information so that we can have people coming here to learn. And our encouragement is not only to come and learn, but also learn and also take the knowledge with you and go and implement.
We've developed an integrated land use master plan, and that has been done and developed and completed here in Jamhuri Park. We've done that as ASK in our showgrounds in Nakuru, Mombasa and Kisumu. And in terms of the facings, then we've just completed the building, beautiful building you can see across here with the capacity holding over 6,000. In the next phases, then we'll be running into an economic tower. We are looking at an exhibition center again for livestock. Again, we'll be picking up business incubation centers, retails. We look at schools as much as education, as well as light inoffensive industry. And therefore, one of the key objectives then of the master plan is to increase the usage of our showgrounds so that we don't run the show here this week, then from next week, then there's nothing Jamhuri Park. And therefore, these facilities are available, again, for use by various corporations, institutions, and we welcome everyone to pick up and take up advantage and use these particular facilities. And therefore, that's where we are. Again, asking our investors to come and pick up the other investment options that we have at Jamhuri Park and the other showgrounds that I've just mentioned.
I have the Chief Administrative Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Madam Annie Nyaga. We welcome her here. You realize that we opened our doors to the general public this morning, Monday the 26th of September 2022. And this is after 2 years of none exhibiting because of the COVID question, and then we negotiated with the Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Health, and they accepted that we can be able to do our shows but observe the COVID question protocols. Tomorrow we are also going to continue with our show. You can see it's almost full today, and today was judging day. And tomorrow we are going to have the county government patron who is going to come tomorrow in the morning and be with us the whole day. And then on Wednesday we have our patron, the President of the Republic of Kenya, to go and officially open the show. On Thursday we have the Minister for Trade who is going to come and be with us. And then on Friday, we are going to have the Deputy President, Bwana Rigathi Gachagua, to come and be with us as our guest. And then on Saturday, we have our National Chairman, Agricultural Society of Kenya, Mrs. Kirinya Annabelle. And then on Sunday will be our closing day, and the guest of honor will be Joseph Mogo, myself here, who will close the event at around 4 or 5 in the afternoon. We have a number of exhibitors, both local and international. I think international we have 300 or slightly more. And then we also have international about 50 coming from countries across the world, including China and many others. It is good to come to the show because as we promote innovation and technology in agriculture and trade, this can only be afforded here because we are able to prepare, we are able to showcase the exhibitors, we invite them, they come, and the farmers, particularly at this time when there is a lot of inconsistency in the weather pattern in the country and people getting very hungry, we need to understand what to do. And innovation and technology has that answer. And maybe even after we give this little discussion here, please go around and see it for yourself. I don't want to say much because I'm not a guest of honor, but I will welcome Madam. Please talk to the fourth estate, but I request you kindly, after we have given any kind of information to you, disseminate it to the rest of the public so that they can be able to come to the show before our closure on 2nd of October.
Officials, auctioneers for this year International Trade Fair Show 2022, we are the auctioneers who have been mandated to auction first stock cattle and first stock sheep for this year. Today, as you can see, today we are weighing the cattle and the sheep. Tomorrow, 25th, it will be 26th, will be the 27th will be the judging for we have some judges from South Africa who are coming to judge the cattle, so that they can be, at that time you be given the champion, the super champion. The main auction will be on 28th, Wednesday, when actually is the official opening for His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, and we hope you'll be in attendance. I'm the auctioneer who's been mandated to do the auction for the cattle and sheep. We were weighing for when we are doing the weighing, we look for the kilo, we look for the crust, which it is determined by the teeth. The smaller the teeth, the more the best the crust of the cattle. And the fewer the teeth. Yeah, the better the crust. Full mouth is an old cattle. When you have about they have two teeth. That's the smallest, but it will be judged by the weight. No, the full mouth is an older cattle.
What are the dynamics?
The dynamic is there. The meat, the teeth, the fewer the teeth, the softer the meat. When now the cattle is about the full mouth, when you say it's full mouth, the meat is a bit harder than the two mouth. Just look at the tooth, the number of the tooth, and the weight. The bigger the weight, the fewer the teeth. That's the best quality meat. The house with what we had today, it was 875 kg, but the cattle was a full mouth, which now it will not be classified as a good class. Yes. Actually, maybe you won't do a farm. You want to do your farming, so you come and copy from here. When you go back home, you get the ideas now. You do your own farming, you do your own cattle keeping, the sheep keeping. It will give you some knowledge. Yes, those are different farmers. Because actually, when you are weighing the cattle, the steward, those guys we normally call them stewards, from a certain farm, they want their cattle to be the best. So that's why you are seeing that they are looking for the teeth. When you see that now they are saying the full teeth, now they insist theirs is less teeth. Yes.
Thank you very much. We are here at the Earthy Works stand, and of course we'll be talking to the chairperson of the committee that was preparing this particular show. That is Mr. Paul Mushai, and of course he's here to tell us more about this particular stand, the Earthy Water. Thank you very much, sir. Maybe you, like I've said, you are the chairperson of that particular committee that was preparing this show. Now, Earthy Water, we all know it deals with water. You guys have talked about technology, incorporating technology, in ensuring we do away with water scarcity. Why is it important to, incorporate technology in such an initiative?
Okay, thank you a lot. Maybe one of the major reasons why we have to encompass technology in whatever we do in provision of water and sewerage services for the city of Nairobi is to cut on costs, financial sustainability of the project, because you you use little, like for the solar energy. You are no longer paying electricity. You are using solar to pump the water. Again, when we come to use